ADHD entrepreneurs, let's talk about why does selling feel like a full-time mental breakdown? You stare at your screen for hours trying to write the perfect sales post, or you write your offer 50 times. Rewrite, write it again, rewrite it, write it again, ready to burn it down at 2 a.m. instead of just selling it, right? And you convince yourself you need more clarity, more research to learn something else before you can make a move. And that's because ADHD brains love to overcomplicate sales. We get stuck in overthinking, tweaking, second guessing every damn thing. But the truth is, overthinking isn't making your sales better. It's just making them slower. And slower obviously equals slower success, fewer sales, success like speed. Today, I'm giving you a no BS ADHD-friendly sales strategy that helps you sell effortlessly without spiraling into the overthinking loop. And a little bit of a spoiler alert here, making sales is not about getting more organized or following a perfect plan. It's about building a system that makes selling feel easy for your brain, your ADHD brain. Let's dive into it. So I used to think I was just bad at selling. Every time I tried, my brain would go, but this post is not good enough. What if no one buys? Right? I would spiral into thinking there was going to be rejection. And we have a serious fear of rejection. I have an entire episode in my secret podcast dedicated to this. So definitely check the show notes to get subscribed to that exclusive podcast. But maybe I should tweak my offer before I put it out there. These were all thoughts I was having. Before I knew it, it would be weeks. Weeks would have passed and I still hadn't made offer. And in order to make more sales, you need to make more offer. And the reason for this is because ADHD brains love dopamine and we don't like uncertainty. Tell me what to do and let me do it. And selling has a massive uncertainty. What if people ignore it? What if I need to refine it more? What if no one buys it? So instead of actually selling, we trick ourselves into getting ready to sell. And that's the trap. You are not preparing. You are procrastinating. Being busy does not mean being productive. And the longer you sit in overthinking mode, the more your brain convinces you that you need to keep tweaking instead of selling. And the reason for this is tweaking and creating and organizing feels easy for us. But we have to break out of that overthinking loop and build a system that removes the decision fatigue. So let's get into the ADHD-friendly sales strategy. I'm going to break this into a couple steps. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You might want to come back and watch this again. Step 1, stop writing and start selling. Done is better than perfect. So ADHD brains love to get lost in the perfect sales script. Stop. Instead of spending hours trying to craft the perfect post or obsessing over every word in your sales page, writing and deleting and rewriting and overthinking every step until you burn out, I want you to set a 10-minute timer. Write your post, publish it, walk away, log out the app, delete the app from your phone completely if you need to. Okay. You can work from a computer. You don't even need the app on your phone. Use templates. So stop reinventing the wheel over and over and over again. You should have a template for everything in your business, your content, your emails, your sales posts, your stories. Templates are gold for you. And remember, people don't buy because of perfect wording. They buy because you made the offer and of the way you made them feel seen, feel understood. Step 2 of this is sell first, fix later. So our ADHD brains want everything to be ready, but clarity comes from action. Confidence comes from action, not planning. So instead of tweaking your offer for months before selling it, try mapping out what that looks like for you to get it launched quickly. Instead of mapping out some detailed launch strategy that's 50 steps you're not going to commit to and waiting until you feel ready, sell it messy. If your offer sucks, people are going to tell you. You are going to get feedback. You need that feedback to make actual corrections and optimize instead of what you're telling yourself you need to do. Take action before you're ready. Your audience is not looking for perfection. They're looking for solutions. And launch first, refine later. So again, clarity comes from doing. Confidence and conviction come from doing. So the longer you stay in inactivity, the less likely you are to have the confidence to show up and sell. And ADHD brains need excitement. We need quick wins. We need to stay engaged in the sales process. So instead of a boring, long-winded sales process, 50-page, overcomplicated funnel, and selling in a way that feels exhausting, expecting people to buy when there's no urgency, you need urgency to increase your dopamine, to increase your momentum, to increase your energy. So set yourself a short deadline, 48 flash sale, limited time bonus, something that makes it fun for you and your audience. Add some fun incentives. The first 5 buyers get this bonus. Again, excitement for you. If you're bored, I can guarantee your audience is bored too. Step 3 of this, remove decision fatigue from your sales process. So ADHD brains struggle with too many choices, too many details, too many steps. And that's when we get overwhelmed and we completely shut down. Making people DM you for the pricing, giving them 5 different buying options, sending them a multi-step scavenger hunt to find your offer. You have to be very clear and very direct for your sake and for theirs. So one clear CTA, buy here, DM me, click the link. Very simple, right? Make the process simple AF. All right. I don't know if I can say the F word, YouTube. Simple AF, 1-step checkout, no confusion for them, no confusion for you, something you can stay consistent with because it's not overwhelming. Repeat it way more than you think you need to. People don't see your first post. We know the algorithm tricks us sometimes, right? Marketing is all about iteration. So the more you repeat yourself, the more likely your audience is to see your offer, see your post, make your efforts worth it. And once you start seeing those results, you build momentum. And we know as ADHD entrepreneurs, our energy is tied to our emotions. And so that momentum creates excitement for you, which ultimately drives you to stay more consistent in your business and build a system that sells for you. So ADHD brains forget to sell a lot. Set up a system that keeps making sales even when you check out. So instead of relying on manual selling every day, you showing up, creating content every day, forgetting to promote your offers. Oh God, it's 2 p.m. and I haven't posted a story yet. Hyperfixating on content creation and forgetting to actually sell. Spending hours making carousels and Canva look gorgeous, but they never actually get posted, right? You need to pre-schedule your sales posts. You should be batching in sprints. So I actually created an entire system called a content sprint system. I'll put the information in the show notes for you, but it's all about creating mass amounts of content in short amount of time so you can stay consistent with it. Set up evergreen funnels. Use reminders to sell consistently. You have to have systems that work and sell for you, even on the days that you're not showing up to sell. And the last part of this is the biggest shift here. You don't need a better sales script. You don't need to stop waiting. You need to start selling. The ADHD sales rule is action first, clarity later. The only way you will stop overthinking is to move. Every time you hesitate, you're training your brain to delay sales even longer. And if you've been stuck in this cycle, it is time to fix it. Again, I break all of this down inside my private podcast for ADHD entrepreneurs, where I give you the exact sales system steps. And I break this down into 10-episode mini-series that not only actually works, but help me build a multi-6-figure business with my ADHD as my superpower. So here's what I want you to do next. I want you to check out the show notes, listen to my secret podcast for ADHD-friendly sales system that works. The link will be down there for you, absolutely free. Get plugged into that. I'm also going to include information in the show notes about my focused and free membership. So this is my monthly membership where you get accountability, ADHD friendly business strategy trainings daily, and it helps you stay consistent in your business by being in a space where other ADHD entrepreneurs are and taking small action every day that compounds over time. The last thing, I really want you to check out the ADHDpreneur Academy waitlist. I will have that in the show notes for you as well, but this is exclusive first access to my brand new program that is launching end of March. So sales can feel easy. You just need a system that actually fits your brain, and it's time for you to build one.